Alright, Dad, so I bought what I thought was a fuse, what we both thought was the high voltage fuse. This is the high voltage fuse right here. This is actually a thermal cutout for this vent right here. So I guess when this reaches a certain temperature, 104 to 158 degrees, then it's actually a normally open thermal cutout, and then when it reaches that temperature, it closes and sends voltage back up to these two wires up there. But anyways, so that didn't fix the problem, obviously. But what I'm coming across is everything is pointing back to the high voltage transmitter. It's still warm. Boy, it's making a funny smell too after it's plugged in for a second and I have it running. But this is what I find interesting about this. Alright, so you see the red, the blue, and the black. So black being obviously a ground of some sort. And then one of these would be, I don't know exactly how that works. But anyway, so you got it on here. If your blue, it comes down, you get the coil, of course, across. Red goes in, and then black/black means there's two black wires coming out. So black/black, two wires coming out. The blue is what comes into, and then this is, so the red and the black are technically connected via coil. So I should have a resistance of 0.3 ohms across that, which is fine and dandy. My multimeter isn't the greatest, so ohms aren't going to be exact by any means, but I do get an ohm reading. This is what I find weird. See, on here, usually a dot signifies that it's connected. So I'm not sure, because the red wire ultimately comes from the secondary relay, the low power, because you got power wire that comes all the way down and across. Or no, my bad, whatever. Anyways, so still comes from low power, the red. And then the blue wire comes from a secondary high power. So I don't know if it actually connects to the coil or not, but when I had it running earlier, all the voltages on each one of these wires was the same. And then now that I go back and I have the power unplugged again, I have, well, like I said, it's not a very good multimeter. It was like 28 bucks, so I mean, I'm not complaining. But it has resistance across it, obviously, or I'd read OL like that. So obviously it has resistance across it. It's trying to tell me. It's just being picky. But anyways, so I have resistance across these two wires. I have resistance across these two wires. And then I also have resistance across these two wires. So all these wires are connected, but I'm not sure if they're supposed to be. And then I'm not getting any voltage up to the Megatron from here. And like I said, it makes a different noise than it used to make. And then a smell. I get a smell coming from here. And I'm not. It's an electrical smell. I'm not sure if it made it like that beforehand because it's always been hung up. So I don't know if that was a smell that ever been there. obviously they have a thermal cutout because this area gets hot, so they have to vent air out. And this did get really, really warm really, really quickly. Obviously, you got that much voltage and amperage running through it. 120 volt, 60 hertz. It's gonna get warm. But yeah, I'm stuck right now. I've checked everything. I've checked all grounds to make sure grounds. I got resistance across everything. Everything is pointing to where it should be working. I'm not familiar with high voltage. Stupid thing. I'm not used to these. I don't. These transformers. I don't really know anything about them, so I don't know. How this is supposed to be. And I've checked my grounds. I checked the Megatron's ground to here, which is this point right here. This is the diode for the capacitor. Red. This red is actually ground red, and this was actually a power white that goes down to here, which is weird because it doesn't exactly show. It shows the white here, which goes to the capacitor, and then red is ground and a diode. It's kind of weird how they have this, and then the red off the Megatron. And that's another weird thing that's right here. This red and the coil, and it comes down, which I don't understand. I mean, everything works. For an example, I'll show you. Everything works. I'll actually show you what it looks like when it runs. Everything back up. Everything's plugged in. Inside. But yeah, but this is what I. Weird because I don't really ever get a good reading. That's on the black one. It's the blue one that I'm touching. That's the red one. Battery too low to use flash. So black, blue, red. Black. Blue. Red, black. So with it plugged in and the unit off, all of them are reading the same voltage. Turning it on. technically, which one is it? So I do believe that's the Megatron. That so it's just not I don't know what I'm looking at here. I deal with cars, not stuff like this. But anyways, if you have any idea, that'd be great. I ohmed out the capacitor. It's fine. So I checked the diodes. I've ohmed out both the fuses. I've checked voltage. Voltage obviously is coming down because we got the voltage there when the unit's turned off. Voltage goes away obviously when unit is turned on. I've checked both the door switches over there. They're working like they're supposed to. Yeah, just let me know if you have any idea.